This is Close Combat Panthers in the Fog. You're watching episode 53 of the Axis campaign. Take a moment to support the channel by clicking the subscribe button, liking the video, and turning on notifications. Alright, we didn't clear any of the maps in the 0600 phase. So, in Tirepied, Conf Group Kuhlmann is going to stay put. They have mortar support. As we move east to Vernix, we have SS Panzer Grenadier Regiment 2-1, also staying put. Continuing to the east in Val De See, I'm going to leave SS Panzer Regiment 2 on the front line. These guys, I think, can get the job done, so we're going to hold out there without any extra support. As we continue over to Le Mesnil-Adelie, we have Panzer Grenadier Regiment 2. Because this fight has been such a nightmare and the enemy has been so hard to drive back, I've gone ahead and given these guys air and mortar support. As we move down here, we did have Panzer Grenadier Regiment 304. So they've got Panthers and not a lot else. But 116th Recon has no armor. So I'm going to go ahead and attack to the north with Panzer Grenadier Regiment 304 and use their Panthers. And because they're kind of an understaffed group, they're going to take mortar support. I kind of like the idea of merging Recon and 304 together, but that's at least one more phase away. So drop a comment down below and let me know if that's going to be a bad idea and I should not merge them. Now, because 304 is going to vacate this position, we're going to follow it up with SS Panzer Grenadier Regiment 3, and then that way we don't lose that spot. Since I've been told I do not need to hold St. Hilaire du Harquet, we are going to move west on the attack with SS Panzer Grenadier Regiment 4. Outside of that, that's all of our support, all of our units. I think this puts us in a little bit of a better spot for the next round, so let's see what happens. That seems about right. Okay, 304 moved. Everybody still moved. And empty. Nobody came in there. And we did move in with 304. Okay, that's exactly what we wanted. So up first, we're going back to Tirepied. Conf Group Kuhlmann taking on 3rd Armored Division. It's clear and dry on August 10th at 1000. Okay, we are pretty well spread out, and tanks are further back. So let's begin in the north. If you look carefully, I do have Barry still in sort of what you could call enemy territory, and I'm hoping that they can spot and stay hidden. To the east of Barry is Jeff Fisher. They don't really have line of sight, but they also are far enough away from Snot and Saul Perkins that I don't think that they will warrant a artillery barrage. So I can roll them down and get them in the fight. If they get some lucky pops through the trees or something, awesome. But I think they're kind of out of sight. Moving south, we have Saul Perkins and Snot. I've got them spread about as far as I can spread them in the terrain that I've got, but close enough that they can tag team an M10 that spawns in front of them. East of them is Toshi. They are far to the rear. They should not be able to be impacted by an artillery barrage. And they can also support the fight that Snot and Saul Perkins see. Now, they do have a little bit more obstacles that might be an issue, but there was the opportunity to get cannon rounds from this range in the fog. So I think we can do it here. Klaus is sitting back in the building. They've got a machine gun. That's all they need. Roger is covering the flag in the middle. I don't see enemy infantry getting that close, so I don't think we care. I'm just spreading out my eyes and making sure that I have all my bases covered. Francine hiding in a trench in the trees, spotting for tanks. Stan, same situation, just all the way to the west, but hiding in the trees with a trench, looking for tanks. To avoid collateral damage with Ricky Spanish, they are hiding behind a building towards the rear. I feel like they're usable, but until those two M10s get popped, I want them out of sight. Lastly, we have Horse Renoir, Juanito Pequeño, and Dr. Penguin. Our mortars in the standard mortar spot that I've learned to love here, and they're ready to drop some rounds. Let's get into this, and let's hope that these guys make it through. Saul Perkins, here comes your Iron Cross. Oh, it's in. And to be honest, I didn't expect Jeff Fisher to be in the fight. All 4 tanks can see this guy. Mortar's going out. First tank down. Nobody can see this other M10 yet. I think we're going to go ahead and start moving up with both of these guys. Let's not leave them stationary for too long. And I think we're even going to bring Jeff Fisher down. Let's bring Toshi up. This guy's going to become exposed very soon. Somebody's going to see him.
Keep your heads down.
Mortars are landing a little long. These guys stopped short. There we go. Tanks are engaging. I don't know who. There we go. Toshi's the only one who can see. Saul Perkins needs to move north to get some angle on this M10. Fire mission complete from our mortars. We're going to send it again. Because why not? Dead. That one actually might have been Snot that got that shot. All right, Saul Perkins. Never mind. It was so stupid fast. As soon as the tanks are gone, the infantry they knew they were going to get steamrolled. Probably no Iron Cross. That was pretty quick. Still, we routed the enemy. Allies were unable to retreat and forced to disband. Now, they still had 32% morale. We didn't kill as much of their infantry as I would have liked, but what can you do? We did kill 9. We wounded 15, destroyed both tanks, and that's all they had. We took no casualties. I'm happy with that outcome. So Roger has no kills, and we shouldn't expect it really from the infantry. Same with Stan, Francine, Barry, nothing, Klaus, nothing. Now we move into the tanks, and we have Saul Perkins coming away with 11 infantry kills, no Iron Cross. And then we have Snot with 1 tank kill and 7 infantry kills. Jeff Fisher, 1 tank kill, 1 infantry kill. And then Toshi, no action. Then we have Horse Renoir, no kills. General Juanito Pequeño has 2 kills. Dr. Penguin, no kills. And we shouldn't expect anything with Ricky Spanish. They were hiding in the rear. And first platoon leader is unharmed. Machine gun unharmed. Infantry wiped out. Infantry no kills. Infantry no kills. Infantry no kills. Infantry wiped out. M10 destroyed, no kills. M10 wiped out, no kills. Okay, that was awesome. That was way cleaner than the last one. We got to do it again. Let's head over to Vernix. We have SS Panzer Grenadier Regiment 2-1 taking on 30th Division. Still cleared dry, 1000, August 10th. Let's welcome back Bomber Company. We are missing 1 section from 1st Platoon and 2 sections from 2nd Platoon, but we are still loaded out with a decent amount of infantry. I'm not going to mess with it. We're bringing along 2 mortar half-tracks with Hustler and Valkyrie, and then we have 3 Stugs and 2 Panzer IVs. We got plenty of armor. We just got to play it smart, not get popped, and avoid those head-to-heads where I'm exposed and they're hiding behind the trees or something. Enemy has a rifle platoon, 2 more sections, no tanks. They have a bazooka and 2 mortars. They have no more armor. They've got half tracks. So I now wonder, do we bring extra infantry in case we need to push? No. Let's not change it. If it's not broke, don't fix it. We'll keep our armor. We'll play the long game, and we'll move infantry in if we have to. But if we can pick them off, I'd rather use our armor at range. Since they have no armor, I've gone ahead and just put my tanks out in the open. The only thing I've done is kind of kept them back a little ways from enemy territory. Hopefully I don't just catch a bazooka round right in the face. So, in the north, I have Spirit looking west. South of Spirit, I have Strato Fortress in the crop field looking northwest. They can see all the way up the road. Southwest of Strato Fortress, I have Raider. They are covering the bridgehead, and they can't see into the bridge, but they can see anybody who spawns this side of it. Behind Raider is Barracuda, just some machine gun support, making sure that the tanks don't get overwhelmed. West of Barracuda, we have Valkyrie and Hustler, mortars just hiding behind the trees. Now, they do have mortars on their side, so I don't know if we should expect counter battery fire, and I'm going to have to watch out for that. At the south end of the bridge, I do have Lancer and Vulcan. They can look north, and they should be far enough that they're safe, but I've got both Panzer IVs there. I'm hoping that they can get quick kills if infantry is nearby, and then I don't think I'm going to use them to roll across the bridge. I think I'm just going to use them as a blocking force to keep the enemy from coming south. I have Wellington spotting for them on the west, and then Sterling and Albemarle can see to the north with machine guns, and they're backed up with Lancaster as the HQ element. Hiding all the way to the north, Mitchell is spotting in the trees, but then all of the rest of 1st Platoon is just hiding in the building. I don't plan to use them, so I hope that they don't get spotted because they are all right on top of each other. But I want them together because if we do get the enemy pinned down and we do make a push, I like the idea of going across the eastern bridge, and I'm going to have all those guys move together. Let's see what happens here, and let's hope that the tanks live through the first salvo. Yep, they're shooting. BAR team, wrecked. More infantry. Oh, that's the bazooka team right there. Can't see it. There we go. Oh, we just lost it. All right, we'll let him just auto-engage for a minute. I think we're just going to go ahead and call in mortars on the bazookas right now and see if we can get these guys dealt with. We've got some machine gun fire flying that way, but nobody can really target it. There's a disaster up here. Mortars going out. 10 seconds for fire correction. Next rounds. All right, we're going to need better accuracy than that, boys. Okay, we got a hit with the tank. Somehow Hustler is suppressed. Oh, you know what? I think they're mortaring us. I think these are new craters.
Hit the dirt!
That would explain why it says they're pinned. Okay. Can't wait.
Keep your heads down.
Come on, get him. That one hit him. He should be dead. Okay, now he's dead. Bazooka's wiped.
Keep your heads down.
Mortars, send it. Enemy's already asking for that ceasefire. They can't have it. If I could find their mortars, that would help a little bit. They don't have a ton of ammo. It looks like they probably already used a salvo on these guys, but I do think if we pull our infantry out now, they might be in the thick of it. I just don't know if they would evade it if they kept moving. Come on. Come on. We got him. Okay, these guys over here, I think, are dealt with. I don't think there's anybody left there. We can try and move the infantry. Let's move Spirit up. Let's go ahead and roll up with Strato Fortress. Raider. Now, I didn't want to push this south bridge. So I think what we're going to do is spread out some mortars in here. Try and keep more machine gun fire and stuff like that flying up there. I might regret this in a minute, but we're putting these guys all on defend, even if it draws some mortar fire. Enemy does not want to show their face. We did just lose a little bit of morale ourselves. That's kind of bizarre. I don't know if it's a energy thing, if these guys are moving, but I saw it tick down just a little bit. And it's very quiet. Oh, contacts here. Good shots, good shots. Okay, Strato Fortress can still see across the bridge. Let's have them sit tight. We'll wait on our infantry. Fire mission complete. I think we... I don't know. Do we test back here? Like, where would their mortars be? Well, one's going there. I heard something. Over here, maybe? Maybe further south? Down here? Alright, you guys are going too slow. Yep, that's the problem. You guys are going way too slow. They shouldn't be able to target you. Our infantry... Maybe I shouldn't have used move because we knew they were going to be under fire. I should have just told them to run for it. They would have made it. Instead, now they're running through the barrage. I'm kind of wondering where we could put some rounds that would be useful. Okay. BAR team right here surrendered. I would have liked to lead with infantry, but because they started drawing mortar fire, we needed to get them on the run, and we kind of need to silence their guns. I don't know if we're going to run into problems here. Get across the bridge, guys. Who is so far behind? What are you doing? All right, Marauder took a nap, but they're on the move now. Can Spirit get by? All right. While Strata Fortress moves, we'll let Spirit engage. Put some rounds right there. All right. Oh, nope. Wrong one. Keep going, guys. We got contact here. We can't quite see it. This is going to be bloody because I am playing over aggressive right now, but I want it. More mortars going out. I don't know that we're getting hit by more stuff. We're in. More contacts there. Can't see them. I think let's go ahead and bring Mitchell down and around. Lots of contacts here. We're going to have very high infantry casualties, but I do not want to sit here for 20 minutes trying to pick these guys off. We are definitely going to go for this. I wonder... Oh, we're getting mortared over here. Wellington's drawing mortar fire. I swear I hear their mortar over here somewhere. Spirit, move up. Come on. I don't know what Marauder's doing that they're like struggling so bad, but they won't just cross the bridge. So that's not on me. They won't cross the bridge, and that's what's messing them up. Contact up here. Mortar's going out. Rifle team. Try and engage them. Let's move up here. Maybe right there. I'm surprised we're still dealing with this platoon element. No way. Did our guy really surrender right there at the end? He better not have. Either way, allies were routed. They were forced to disband. And I'm sure I'll hear about it because that was insanely reckless and aggressive. But once they were bottled up, it was over. I wanted them dealt with, and I wanted them dealt with in a reasonable time. We killed 19. We wounded 23. We took 2 prisoners. They killed 2, wounded 11, and yes, that guy surrendered. 1 surrenderee at the end. Okay. Super Fortress does have 1 kill. Flying Fortress, no kills. Mitchell, no kills. Marauder, no kills. Helldiver, 2 kills. Dauntless, 1 kill. Lancaster, nothing. Sterling, nothing. Albemarle, nothing. Barracuda, nothing. Wellington, 1. Hustler has 2 kills. Valkyrie has 2 kills. Vulcan comes away with 7 kills. Lancer has 5 kills. Stratofortress has 12 kills. Spirit has 4 kills. Raider has 5 kills. First platoon leader has 6 kills, but they're wiped out. Rifle wiped out 1 kill. BAR wiped out 2 kills. Rifle, 1 kill. BAR, no kills. Rifle, no kills. BAR, wiped out, no kills. Rifle, unharmed. BAR, wiped out, no kills. Bazooka, no kills. Mortar got 3 kills. Mortar got no kills, but we did hit one of those guys. I wonder if they were up in the north. So, super good start to the 1000 phase. 2 wins. Totally didn't have to take 11 wounded, but I liked playing it aggressive. I've been playing very passive and very cautious. I've been itching to do it. I felt like it was the right call, but I do think that my order to move is what was the problem. I think if I just told them to sprint, they 100% wouldn't have been wandering through the field when the mortars started dropping. So shame on me, but it is what it is. I'm still happy with the overall outcome of it. Let's go ahead and see what's up next. All right, we're heading to Val De See. We have SS Panzer Regiment 2 taking on 35th Division. It's still clear weather, 10th of August, 1000. These guys are a little bit underpowered for what I would like them to be, but I do think that it is our best chance to win this fight. Looney Tunes Battlegroup is back for some more mayhem. I have swapped out Gossamer and Spike from Pioneer to be light mortar half tracks. I did look through here. I only found 2 mortar half tracks, so I'm going to take both of them. I don't know if this battle group had 4 at one point and has lost some of them, but all I found were these 2. So we will have 2 infantry mortars, 2 light mortar half tracks, and then we've got 3 armored cars paired with 5 Panthers. This battle group better get it done. Enemies bringing rifle platoon in first, a rifle platoon in second, couple mortars, 3 AT guns, and 2 M10s. They have so much. They have so much, but they're actually out of vehicles. So they are down to these 2 M10s. Now, because they are going to have these 3 AT guns, I have to play that cautiously. But we drop those 2 M10s, no more armor in our future. So I like this. I think we're going to prioritize our mortars on their AT guns and hopefully let everything else pick off the infantry. So I have tried to spread out the infantry to get us decent eyes into enemy territory. On the west, I have Roadrunner. East of Roadrunner, we have Sylvester. Then we have Wile E. Coyote and Tweety. These guys should give us the best opportunity to be able to see enemy assets that are on the north side of the bridge. I have Daffy Duck, Porky Pig, and Bugs Bunny locking down the 4-way intersection. Behind them are all 4 of our mortars. So they are spread out. Henry Hawk and Foghorn Leghorn are using trenches from the previous fight. And then our new Panther, Cecil Turtle, is all the way down south on the main road looking north. Granny and Pepe Le Pew are out of sight, but can support infantry fights if they arise. Because we don't know where these AT guns are, I'm trying to keep my vehicles hidden. So, Taz can see west, but is mostly obscured by the buildings. And if we get eyes on these AT guns, we'll pound them with mortars. Maybe these guys roll out. Marvin is holding down that west end. It's a little risky because we know they do like to use that south end of the bridgehead. So Marvin may not live through this, but I do not want to give up this position because I like the line of sight it gives if the M10s try to come across the bridge or already spawn on this side. Elmer Fudd is on the north side of the road, and I've got them back. They shouldn't be visible because I don't want them to be a primary target. Hopefully Tweety spots for them, but I've already got them staged there, and they are backed up with Lola. So we've got an armored car and a tank up there. Yosemite Sam is also kind of in a little bit of a risky spot. We know that they have used places where they can see the bridge, and so Yosemite Sam is fairly well covered, but they do have these weird little patches where if they are in just the right spot, they can see it. So I don't know if I'm going to regret this, but I feel like it gives me an opportunity to get tank support from afar, but not be out in the open. We'll see if that hurts me as soon as this starts. I might get popped by an AT gun instantly. Now, I don't think that I have enough infantry to actually push this, and we don't have so much in reserve that I want to be as reckless as I was in the last fight. I'm hoping that's a one-off, but they are loaded, and they're going to be tightly packed in there. So hopefully we can drop these AT guns, and everybody can just clean house. Easier said than done. Let's see what happens. Eyes on targets. Infantry there. M10. No eyes on any AT guns. Other M10. We got both M10s right here. Infantry moving. I think we're going to go ahead and start dropping some mortars because it is going to take them a moment. Henry Hawk, for some reason, is setting up and is not deployed currently. I don't know what happened to Henry Hawk, but that might come back and bite us here in a minute. Let's go right here. Let's go take a look at Henry Hawk. It says they're now ready. They're 10 seconds, I guess, out. But we got a mortar right here. You know what? Recalling. Ooh. I didn't actually think that they would see Tweety. That kind of sucks. Can Tweety get out of there? Usually when I hide right here, as long as I don't move, it's not an issue. But Tweety is down to coward and pinned men. So I don't know how this is going to work for them getting out of there. And I think because they spotted Tweety, it stopped their offensive, and these mortar shots were wasted over here. Oh, we did get one, though. Right as I say that. All right, Henry Hawk, let's go right there. Nice hit. Another good hit. Still no eyes on AT guns, unless these guys right here are part of an AT gun, right? Like, look at the way they're staged. Maybe that's an AT gun and we just don't see the gun. Somebody else is engaging. Infantry moving. BAR team. I don't know if our infantry can support that fight. Doesn't look like it. I wouldn't be surprised if there were an AT gun in here. Oh, I heard another one. It sounds over here. I don't see it. So we may have to just try this and see if we can, I don't know, get some lucky hits or something. Spike, maybe right down here. Poor Tweety, man. They're just taking a pounding. It's their fault. I told them to get out of there, and they chose not to. So that one's on them. Oh, wow. That actually might be a decent spot. Look at that. It might not be the mortar, but we might actually get some good hits. I mean, I'm tempted. We're going to go ahead and open up there. They haven't moved. I think we're going to try it. They're shooting at someone. Do we let Sylvester open up on these guys, or do we wait so that we're not fighting two fights at once? Did I just see something right there? Tons of infantry. How many mortars did they have? It sounds like a lot. There's one right here. This sucks because I'm wasting mortars on their mortars instead of their AT guns. But it's kind of all I can do to damage them right now. Poor Roadrunner, man. I didn't realize Roadrunner was getting pummeled. This is on me. I didn't catch that. I I'm like too busy trying to watch for where they are that I'm not realizing these guys are getting hit. So I didn't know they saw Roadrunner. Kind of sucks.
I can't take it
It
anymore.
does sound like Marvin maybe was engaging. Right there. Hit that guy. And we've lost line of sight. We can still kind of hit them. We've actually lost more morale than them by losing Roadrunner completely. Gossamer and Spike have 4 good salvos left. We got 2 teams right here. Tank shot. Maybe Marvin seeing these guys. All right. I don't know with all their mortars that they've got if we can really creep up and spot. Tweety is in relative safety, so we're going to let them recover.
Coward.
And oh, I was just about to think mortars here, and now I think we'll let Marvin do some stuff. All right. I do feel like we're still in a situation where it's kind of risky to roll tanks down the road. Might try and get Lola to the front a little bit, see if anything shows up. I think Sylvester has to open up on these guys. They're just running. We got 2 more rounds there. We'll drop those. We could do that with Gossamer. I don't know if I should consider more targets possibly being right here. I wonder if Sylvester can get some good hits on these guys. I need to get some support in there to help. And Lola can't get by Elmer Fudd. Tons of infantry retreating. Tank right here. We could bring Cecil up. Have to watch out. Don't know where AT guns are going to be. I do feel like Roadrunner would probably have spotted one here. I don't know. It's a shame that they're gone. That would be a very clutch position right now. Sylvester hanging in there. Keep going, Sylvester. There's like 1 guy left, maybe. There were 2 squads here. Like, this guy's part of a different one. Okay. Platoon leader is wiped out. Way to go, Sylvester. Get low. Tank rolling. We might have to hold Cecil short. Don't want to be risking taking this guy on head-to-head and finding out that there is an AT gun. We have no line of sight yet. Was there movement? Okay. Let's go ahead and keep moving. Infantry here. Sylvester. Never mind. Rifle team's wiped out. I want a better position for Marvin, but I am hesitant to expose myself because there could be an AT gun just sitting up here somewhere. How many did they have? They have 3 AT guns and 2 tanks? I should take notes. I need a notepad. Eyes on. No. 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 Nobody can see. Another one. No. 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 Oh, yeah. Please. I might have Marvin too far down. He might need to be up more to see around some of this stuff. We're going to find out. He's going to lose line of sight. M10 sees him. Send it. Can't miss like that. I hate this. They're engaging Sylvester as well. M10 is damaged.
Incoming!
And we got line of sight with Taz. I wouldn't be surprised, though, if there's a tank. Never mind. That one's dead. Cecil, hold up. Taz hit that vehicle crew. Yeah, I bet you guys want to cease fire. You're getting wrecked. M10 there. I don't know if we can get a weird angle with Cecil here that he can see through there. Was one of our machine guns shooting at the M10? That was weird. Whatever happened over here. Lola's still fighting it. Kind of iffy, but we're going to try and just move south with Elmer. See if Lola can get by. What's going on over here? Yep.
Bailing out.
Okay. It wasn't this. So did they just bail out of an AT gun? What did they bail out of? Come on.
Hit the dirt.
Oh, Marvin, what would it take, man? What would it take? There we go. Stay put. 2 tanks down. 3 AT guns is still no slouch. We have to really respect that. Tweety is not an advanced force we can move with. They're going to get wiped out. We're going to sneak Wile E. Coyote to the west. And it's iffy because it's so... You know what? No. Let's not go across the field. Let's go down and around with Sylvester. And we'll try and get eyes up the bridge. Let's go ahead and take Daffy to the north. And I think let's actually swap spots. Let's go ahead and move Porky over. Bugs to the corner. Try and keep Porky in our circle if possible. And I don't know if Taz should move. We know that they're not going to roll any more tanks, but who knows where these AT guns are. Oh. That was one. There was one there. Look at that. Rifle. Building. Who else? Are you guys both out? Yeah, they're both out. Okay. Can anybody? No. No tanks can see that. We're just gonna have to wait for mortars on that. I don't know if we take Cecil up a little bit. I don't like the idea of trying to navigate through there. Lola is on the struggle bus doing this road. I don't know how this was allowed to get through the game with that kind of pathing. That somebody didn't think, hey, maybe we do something about this. That's got to be an AT gun right there, right? Wouldn't you think that if there's a guy just out behind the building, that's an AT gun? We'll let this salvo spend, and we're going to drop mortars there. Yeah. I'm calling that AT gun number 2. I mean, we might not have to spend another salvo if they keep hitting like that. Good hits, good hits. I think we are going to go ahead and spend it. So let's see. Gossamer has 2 salvos. Yeah, they both do. Let's just drop Gossamer on that. And Spike, not you. One there, one there. Where else would you put one? To me, it would be over here. But not because I actually think it's a good spot. Because I think that's what the AI does. They do weird things. I think a better spot is somewhere over here. I don't know. Lola's trying. Wile E. Coyote made the crawl. I know you guys are tired. You're not done. Have I ever tried this? Can they cross this little canal, or do they have to use the bridge? I guess they can cross it, right? Because they cross it right here. What did we hit? Somebody died, but I don't know what we hit. There we go. AT gun is done. Let's save those shots. Okay. I don't have so many mortars I can afford to go exploring. Daffy made it here. Let's see if they can make it a little bit further north. And Sylvester, do the same. Oh, contact there. Actually, they're in both locations. So let's get some rounds out. They got 1 AT gun. I don't know if there's going to be like a sweet spot where I can see through this. Oh, I heard something. I heard something sound like a cannon. Was that it right here? That's it right there. Right? I don't know if they shot at Cecil for just a moment, but I think that was... I think that was it. What is this? What are you guys doing? I got both mortars. Please engage right there. It says Foghorn Leghorn's out. Oh, yeah, these guys are out. Duh. We only have Gossamer and Spike, and they both do have 1 full salvo left. I really want to deal with that because I want to preserve these guys, but they're going to have to ride it out for a minute. We could put them on defend, I guess. I just don't know that it'll help. I don't know if Marvin can make it across there. Now, I said I hate going through here, but if I know that, well, and I don't know, I'm guessing. I'm starting to question whether or not that was the AT gun. I was certain that I saw the AT gun here, but we are not getting anywhere with it. So now I'm more worried. I thought if I knew the AT gun was here, I was fine moving Cecil over, but Now I question that because what was there? I absolutely locked a target and I heard a cannon fire and I swear I saw them pivot, but I had the unit selection up and so I couldn't really, come on, I couldn't really see clearly. I just assumed it was the AT gun. These poor guys, man. Can Sylvester right there maybe? What would it take? What would it take? Try and get Cecil through. Lola made it. Move west. And never mind. All right. Total victory. So Allied morale broke. And it looks like the reserve battle group retreated off the strategic map. They have to regroup overnight. Frontline battle group was unable to retreat. They were forced to disband. We did drop down to 82% morale. We lost Roadrunner completely. Tweety's going to disband. I don't know who else took casualties. It wasn't beautiful. I did get a little tunnel vision when it came to those mortars firing. That was like, I knew that they were a threat, but instead of paying attention to what they were threatening, I just was looking for them. So my bad there. We did kill 22. We wounded 48 and destroyed their last 2 tanks. We captured 2 guns. They killed 1 infantry. They wounded 6. All of our vehicles are unharmed. Beautiful. Up first, we have Bugs Bunny with no kills. Daffy Duck coming away with 4 kills. Porky Pig, nothing. Sylvester has 7 kills. Tweety, nothing. Wile E. Coyote, nothing. Roadrunner, nothing. Elmer Fudd, nothing. Yosemite Sam has 2. Marvin does have a tank kill and 10 infantry kills. Taz has 1. Our newcomer, Cecil Turtle, has 1 kill. It was a tank. Foghorn Leghorn has 13 kills. Henry Hawk has 3. Gossamer has 12 kills. Spike has 15 kills. Lola, nothing. Pepe Le Pew, nothing. Granny, nothing. Can you believe how effective those mortars were? That was nuts. Those guys were on fire. First platoon leader has no kills. Rifle unharmed. BAR no kills. Rifle wiped out. BAR wiped out. Rifle no kills. BAR no kills. Second platoon leader wiped out. Rifle wiped out. BAR wiped out. Rifle no kills. BAR no kills. Rifle unharmed. BAR no kills. They did only have 2 mortars. I swear it sounded like they had more than 2. I don't know what that was. Anyway, their first mortar is wiped out. They did get 3 kills before we got them. And I'm thinking those were the guys that pounded Tweety. Second mortar, we didn't get them all. But they did have 3 kills as well. AT gun, no kills. AT gun, no kills and wiped out. AT gun, no kills. M10 destroyed, no kills. M10 destroyed, it got 1 kill. Beautiful outcome. 3 consecutive battles. Axis total victory all the way across. I love it. I know I was wild in the second one. And I got a little sidetracked and distracted in this third one. First one was pretty good. It was pretty complete. I mean, it was hard not to be, right? Like it was an easy battle and I just steamrolled them in 20 seconds or something. But I do think overall the whole big picture of these 3 battles is positive progress. So now that that's done, I feel like we can finish strong in the next episode. I want to wrap this one up here before I get going and I get too, restless and reckless. But I hope you guys enjoyed the three-peat. And if so, leave a like. Click the subscribe button to check out future content and support the channel. Check out the affiliate links down below and consider supporting me as a content creator by becoming a channel member. I appreciate all you guys. Thanks for watching. I will see you in the next one.